Hi, everyone that's watching this later. Currently what we're working on is I've uploaded a PDF. Oh, no. Where you guys can see goal setting. There we go. Share content. Windows. So if I go here and then I open this, okay, let's go back here and try it one more time. Share. Share screen. Here, we'll do it this way. Can you guys see this now?
Yep, thanks.
Yep.
Very good. Excellent. So it's what I'd like for you to write at the top of your page. And again, I'm going to send this document one more time in the chat after the meeting, so you guys will be able to download it. Write the date, 2022 SMART goals, one big box for your goal, and then we're going to break that in through 3 simple targets. We're going to break it into months because we'll break down of what are SMART goals, and they're definitely timely. So month 1, month 2, month 3. And then to keep it very simple, under each box, put 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 action steps. And I'll explain exactly what these guys are. Yeah. And then I'll just continue sharing my screen this way. And we're going to switch and get it going. Can you guys still see this?
Yep.
Yay, very good. So our session today is very similar like we did last year. And I was just talking about Ryan and myself. And for those of you that did this with us last year too, I would love to hear from you. Ryan, I don't want to speak for you, but when we did this last year, Ryan, may I share?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Ryan, one of Ryan's goals was purchasing a home. And it was really fun because he wrote it down, and then a few months later, he sent me a message saying that it was actually pretty crazy how he kind of planned it out. And then based on everything he's written down, it came true. So congrats, Ryan, on purchasing a home. That is huge.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I actually printed out pictures of the home that we wanted, and it wound up being a neighboring home. So it was pretty cool. Thanks for the applause. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And my point is that, guys, this stuff, and this just gives me goosebumps. When you visualize stuff and you really put not just like physical energy towards it, but athletes do this too. Good teams will literally sit together and meditate on visualizing their win, right? How is that game going to go? And it's the same with us. When you put energy towards it, when you put your thinking pattern towards the things that you want to accomplish, paths that how do I get there, the how starts to really show up in your life. And that was the same for me. My big goals last year was becoming a full-time employee with +1, which is the Qualcomm Wellness team for you guys, and getting benefits. And within months, that also lined up for me where I was able to take the right steps, and my team helped me tremendously to become full-time and get benefits. And so that was one of my dream big sessions that I talked about or wanted last year, and also came true. So I was really excited to see kind of the things we talked about and what it is this year. And so I was just telling Uni before we began that I am really excited to do this with you guys today, and I really held off to do my dream big session with everyone because I want to spend time together on working on this. So today, let's get into it. What it is today, it's a brainstorming session where there's absolutely nothing off limits, guys. Whatever it is that you want, yes, it's about you. It can be health related, it can be relationships related, it can be career related, financial goals, any aspect that you can think of. The goal is to, I hear it in a way of dream big, or even like a stretch session of goal setting, where here's the thing that I think I can accomplish, and then get a little bit past it, right? Dream a little bit bigger. And that brings us our next slide. So the way that we're going to do this today is by SMART goals. SMART goals is an acronym for being specific. I would really love for you guys to write this down in your book. You'll also have the presentation later. S stands for specific. So here's an example. If for example, your goal is weight loss, yes? Instead of writing, I want to lose some weight today, or I want to lose some weight this year, you want to get really specific, yes? So something that I would switch to a specific one is I want to lose 10 pounds of body fat. You see how that's more specific than I would like to lose some weight. 10 pounds of body fat. So it's very specific. M stands for measurable, and you can see how that is like that 10 pounds I can actually measure. And that's just an example because we're in fitness, but this can literally be like translated to your financial goals or translated to relationship goals, right? Whatever that is for you. Achievable. Yes. So let's say that I have $5,000 in my savings account. And my goal for that would be to turn it into $20,000 in my savings account by the end of the year. That's achievable. Versus if I went, okay, I have $5,000 in my savings account and I want it to be $1 million by the end of the year. There's a big gap, right? So keep it achievable. Big, but achievable goals. Realistic, and then timely by the end of the year, by the end of December, right? By the end of January, whatever that is for you, timely. And we're going to talk about that. SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So let's get into it. I'm actually going to put a timer on it so we stay on track. What I would like for you guys to write on your paper right now, not into the box just yet, is what are some of the things that come in mind for you that in 2022 within the year you want to focus on? Yes? What am I focusing on this year? What is realistic for me to accomplish? What are things that I care about? Where can I challenge myself a bit? Where do I dream or visualize to be within this year? And then it's really important to attach an emotion to it. Once you have that written down, think about when I get this, not if I get this, but when I get this, how would that make me feel? What would be the emotion that goes with it? I'm setting a timer. Take about 3 minutes right now to start brainstorming and writing it down. It doesn't have to look pretty. Just write it on a piece of paper or your computer, whatever you're working on. Remember, there's no wrong answers. Nothing off limits. As you write these, try to get pretty specific with them. You have about another minute. Okay, team, to the next. Based on the things that you have written down, what are the tools or skills that skills that you need to accomplish your goals? Look at the things that you have written down and see where could you use a little more support. So skills, tools, resources, what do you need for you to be successful? Then start thinking about what is it that you can do daily and weekly to work towards the big picture of your goals. We're going to start breaking it down. So examples can be, if you're working on better nutrition, I want to control my daily eating habits, maybe stop eating a little earlier or make better choices. If it's fitness related, it can be, I want the discipline to make it to the gym 4 times a week. It can be 3 times a week, right? These are examples, whatever it is for you. If it's related to your savings, maybe something specific like save 12% of my paycheck. If it's new things you want to learn, spend 30 minutes a day reading about a topic I'm studying, or seek out professionals, podcasts, blogs on the topic I'm working on. Maybe it's projects where you could learn something new. What are some of the skills, the tools, the resources that you need for you to be successful? Spend about 3 minutes to write them down. Take about another minute. right. Now if you guys want to look at a calendar, it's helpful. For the first month, what I'd like for you to do is break it down based on everything that you have, your goals, and then the tools, skills, help that you need. Look at your first month and start planning what can you do realistically in 1 month to get closer to your goals. What are things in that 1 month time frame that you can accomplish? What are the first steps that you care about to get a little closer? Are you staying within your comfort zone, or can you challenge yourself just a little more? Can you actually visualize that 1 month, what that looks like for you? Then attach an emotion. If you have your 1 month goals broken down, if you actually did them, how would you feel? Remember, you want to be pretty specific, SMART goals. Here's an example. For me, it would be a goal to lose 15 pounds of body fat. So in my 1 month goal, I would look at, I want to make it to the gym 4 times a week for 1 month. These can be about 30-minute sessions where I would do maybe HIIT workouts. If you have a goal where you want to go on a trip, maybe researching about the trip, maybe figuring out what the prices are like, right? Where would I stay? How much would that cost? And then my first month, where can I make little savings, right? Little chips that I can add towards my travel fund. If it's learning something new, what are some of the books that I should start reading? What are some of the podcasts I could listen to? And then get specific. Each week, I'll listen to 3 30-minute segments, or I'll read for about 30 minutes. I'll read 1 page a day, right? If you're an author and you're working on a book, maybe sometimes that can be really daunting, looking at like the whole, whoa, I got to write a book. So in my month 1, I would make it a goal of, I'll write 3 pages a week. And if I got those done, how excited would I be? Okay, team. Let's do the same for the next 2 to 3 months. These can feel sometimes really overwhelming, especially when you have really big goals. So try to keep it really simple. Maybe write 2 to 5 sentences about what that would look like for you. Here's an example. I would like to learn a new skill of marketing. I feel like it doesn't matter what kind of a business you're in, marketing is always really important. So knowing that, I would like to take a crash course, and within my 2 to 3 months, I'd like to be done with it. So by month 3, I would like to start putting it into practice of what I learned. That would be my goal. All right, guys. Step 2, after writing and kind of reflecting or doing all of this, is reflection. So what I'd like for you to go is take a minute to go back over your list. Highlight some of the things that would be affected by your physical and mental well-being. And the things you want to think about is, what would my energy be like? What's my focus, my mood like? Then if you think by dedicating some time to your well-being, and be that meditation, better sleep, better nutrition, maybe adding in an extra exercise or just walking, right? Respiratory health. Would working on myself affect the goals that I have for myself? Putting a little bit of energy into you. And if you haven't thought about it just yet, go back into your list and see what are some of the things that literally for you, for your physical, mental well-being, what are some of the things that you can sprinkle in throughout your weeks to make sure that you feel at your best so you can continue working towards what you want. Maybe a 10-minute meditation 3 times a week. Maybe I'll go to bed an hour earlier every evening so you get longer rest time, so you feel more energized when you wake up. If you are a person that already has a pretty regiment fitness routine, reflect on, can you implement a little more recovery time into your sessions? Maybe swapping out a workout for a stretch session, or vice versa. Then lastly, are these everything that you have written down, is it measurable? So the things that you'll want to see for reflection time is, so if I'm working on my eating habits, is the hours, right? Maybe I don't eat for so long, or I plan ahead. What am I going to eat tomorrow and the day after and the day after, so I'm not scrambling? Maybe it's you actually journaling about the goals that you have set, right? Writing it down that today I did XYZ. If it's fitness related, maybe it's a progress photo instead of stepping on a scale. If you are looking for a new job or something along those lines, right? Moving up within your position, are you striving or scheduling that job interview? If your goal is to start dating this year, because maybe you've held back, are you actively reaching out to people that you might be interested in, maybe going to dinner? What are some things that you can put in? So in timely at the end of each month, month 1, 2, 3, all the way up to a year, you can check in to keep you accountable. Set dates. By when do you want to have these goals, steps accomplished, and check in. All right, you guys. And then remember this. Everything that you have written down, it's ideally things that you're excited about, that you feel like you want to do. The daily choices, the sum of the little choices that you make, it adds up to the big result. What can I do today to be a day closer to my goals tomorrow? And then make choices according to that. A really good way to look at it is to start falling in love with the process. Because if I have a goal and I hate it the entire way through, it's highly likely that I'm never going to get there because I just won't stick to it. The accomplishment is really in the journey, not really in the final results. If you can set out 1 hour a day to work on something that you care about, remember it's only 4% of your entire day. It's very little. Aren't you guys worth it? The goal with everything that you have written down today is that you find joy in your journey. The little things that you can do, learning new things, creating new habits, creating new steps throughout the day is actually something that you enjoy, knowing that all those little results will add to what you want. Okay, team, any questions? Did you find this helpful?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Glad to hear. Your goal setting session isn't really done, and it never really gets done. Each month, and again, I'll pull up this for you guys one more time. Everything that you have written down today, it quite possibly looks quite a bit. What I'd like for you to go is have this, either draw it or print it out. Again, I'll put it in the chat, and very simply make it fit in the box, guys. It doesn't have to be a lot. Get really clear and really simple. Plug it into this. Have this out somewhere where you can daily look at it. And then when you have your 1 month goal, break it into 4 action steps. What are some of the things that you can do daily or weekly that will get you closer so then you can move on to month 2? What are those action steps so then you can move to month 3? These are your goals, so it's highly likely as you go within your journey, these will change. So don't be afraid to write a new goal at the top of it, right? It never gets done, and the goal is never to really get it done. It's for you to get better and better and better and happier throughout your days. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any follow-up questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can always find me on Teams, send me a message. I check it every single day. I'd be happy to chat with you. I'll put this file in the chat again so you guys can download it, save it, and then use it month after month. I really hope that we can do this again next year, and keep me posted, just like Ryan, myself. If you feel like that this was really helpful for you to get clear and you're starting to notice that you're getting closer and closer and then accomplishing your goals, I'd love to hear it. This is really fun for me. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you so much for spending this half an hour plus with us. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Bye, guys.
For anybody still on the call, if you haven't joined our actual team in Teams, that may be what's affecting your ability to see or use the chat function from this invite. So if you're looking at all the teams that you're on, see if you can find the Live Well Fitness community team and join that team. So that will also, it won't affect your ability of whether or not you can join these meetings. That's fine, but it will give you more updates and give you more access to some of the features for our specific team.
Awesome. Thank you, Donna.
Hi, Donna. What was the name on the team? I missed that.
It's the Live Well Fitness community, I think. Let me double check that.
Thank you.
Yes, it's the Live Well Fitness community.
Awesome. All right, you guys. And then also for those of you that are not familiar with our YouTube channel, we have a Cute Fitness YouTube channel. You're welcome to, again, send us a message and I'll share the link with you if you don't have it yet. Also, Donna sends it out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You get a newsletter from us with new fitness tips, new challenges, new topics that we talk about. Join that email list also so you don't miss out. But all the recordings that we have from classes, the virtual classes, we always record them and upload them for you guys. So you have tons of tools, resources that you can use to stay well. Including this recording, we're going to upload it and then you can rewatch it again and or share it with people who think that would enjoy some goal setting and do it with them too. Cool. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Thanks again for your time, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.